Alright, I'm going to be cutting chicken and filming this video because it's been on my mind for like a while, because I have been hanging out on Marvel TikTok to try and save what little bit of mental health I have left, and it's not working. I've been watching the Captain America trilogy on repeat. I have no invested interest in my mental health at the moment because that's not good for me, but it does mean I have Civil War thoroughly memorized in my head. So, I've seen so many people arguing whether Tony had the right to absolutely go insane learning that Bucky killed his parents. He did. He had every single right to be upset. And yes, Bucky was a victim. Bucky had no control over what he did to Howard and Maria Stark. But what you have to understand is, Tony, the beginning, his first introduction in Civil War is him trying to process that grief and explaining how he never really processed it very well. And keep in mind, it's been nearly 30 years. For almost 30 years, he believed that his parents died in an accident, only to learn that it wasn't how he thought they died, how they were actually murdered. Keep in mind, almost 30 years. It happened in 1991. Civil War takes place in 2016, I think, because it took place the year it came out, and 2021 would be 30 years. I think. Yes, it'd be 30 years. I can still math. Tony believed for almost 30 years one thing, and to suddenly have that entire thing. Keep in mind, he's grieved. He's had almost 30 years to grieve. 30 years to emotionally and mentally drill it into his mind that it was an accident. There's nothing he could have done. Nothing no one could have done to stop it. It was an accident. It was a twist of fate. Only to learn that it was murder. And not only that it was murder, that one of his close friends knew what happened and didn't tell him. Whether or not Steve actually believed what Zola's little computer thing was telling him completely in Winter Soldier is up for debate. It's possible he didn't actually believe everything that computer program was shoving at him during that little montage scene in Winter Soldier, and he only believed it retroactively when he was seeing the video footage right in front of him. And let's also remember, he is watching security camera footage of Bucky killing his parents. This is like reawakening everything in this man's mind. And keep in mind, the entire plot of this movie has so far been hunting down Bucky. His entire mindset this whole movie is Bucky needs to be stopped. And he suddenly gets this emotional whiplash of, oh, Bucky didn't blow up the UN. And then the immediate emotional whiplash of, but he did kill my parents. Tony in Civil War is not doing well. He's not making good decisions. He's emotionally fucked up from the catastrophic loss of life that happened in Age of Ultron. Tony's not okay. He has every right to be upset. Every right. But that doesn't mean that Bucky isn't a victim in that. Because he absolutely was. He had no control. And honestly, if you really think about it, they sent him out without, like, his mask thing. And I've seen some people theorize this, and I think it too, that Hydra sent him out without his mask to see how he would react to someone recognizing him. Because Howard recognized him. He calls him Sergeant Barnes. And his programming stuck. I fully believe that was a test of the Winter Soldier programming completely. So, yeah, I'm just sick of seeing it, like, people arguing in, like, comment sections of, oh, Bucky was, brainwashed, so Tony has no right to be upset. Tony had every right to be upset. Whether he had a right to try and kill Bucky, he's not in his right mind. Tony was not okay for all of Civil War. Not okay. But, yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts out if I can do it without dropping chicken. I will turn the camera off in a second. That's all the thoughts I have. Mostly because I was just sick of it.